Right Here Forever was actually not written in this studio. I did it in LA about 6 months ago with another producer called Damien Taylor. So we both had this connection through producing the same artist. I knew that somewhere in there was like a musical kinship and something, some sort of common thread in what we did. So we'd always sort of threatened to get in the studio and never had done. And then, yeah, when I was in LA, we did the record and it just came together super quickly. It was amazing working with him. It's like we'd worked together many times before. There's a whole wall of modular synths. So it was the first time I really got to wig out and experiment with modular stuff. And the track is basically a recording, like a half-hour recording of us jamming on these modular synths, and then we edited it down and turned it into a record. My creative process in the studio, man, I wish I had a set creative process. It really can change from day to day, from track to track, from project to project. I think you have to kind of be fluid with it and to start from different places and not have these set rules, you know, just go with the flow on the day, which sounds horrendously cheesy, but yeah. My go-to synth in the studio is 9 times out of 10 is always the Jupiter 8. It's a synth I'd always wanted, like for years I just dreamt of getting one. It's a synthesizer that's as old as me, if not a bit older, and I don't think I make a record without that synth on it. Fight Against It was, how did it come about? You know, I find creativity quite reactive, and I remember at the time of Fight Against It I was producing a lot of other people's stuff at the time, like more pop records and things, and I just remember coming to the studio one day and just thinking, God, I want to do something with no chorus, no verse, no different chord changes, just like a really to the point, simple club banger. It was around that time I got a load of old hardcore records, like MP3s of sort of 300-400 old hardcore records from back in the day. So I was listening to a lot of those and inspired by the sounds in those, and between those and the vocal sample, it all sort of came together. My favourite VST, you know, I don't use a lot of software synths because I've got all of these things in here. I use quite a lot of plugins but not synths so much. So my go-to stuff would be the Thermionic Culture Vulture, which is a UAD plugin. Any of the Universal Audio stuff, I use those plugins more than anything else. They sound amazing. The stress release that immediately springs to mind that really blew me away is one of the more recent ones, the Prosper record, Prayer. As soon as I heard that, I wanted to know more about the record and who'd made it. I really love that record.